Sign has been given. We go green next time by for your first of 4 qualifying heat races here for your Sport Mods tonight. $2,500 to the winner who can put it in victory lane here at the Hancock County Speedway.
Caution lights extinguished. Logan Anderson, a strong runner. They're out of Eddyville, Iowa on the inside of order number 1. Matt Bierbauer out of Huxley, Iowa, row number 1. 4 heats, as we said, and we're going to get the Landus SportMod Nationals underway. Green flag is out, going to 1.
Anderson going to lead them down the backstretch into turn number 3. Your early race leader as a 10 seed of Matt Bierbauer now on the middle side of the racetrack as Braden Richards trying to punch his way through as well. But Anderson taking lap number 1, extending a race lead now into turns 1 and 2 side by side, almost 3 wide now off turn 2 for a split second.
Yeah, settling down a bit, single file on the back straightaway. That's Anderson out in front, battle shaping up right now for 4th and 5th. Charlie Stevens throwing that thing to the inside. Charlie Stevens in the 11R of Braden Richards out of Madrid, Iowa. That is the battle on track right now as we head to the back straightaway.
Jeff Olson sees the bottom slide come open as he comes off at turn number 2. Side-by-side battle now coming into turn 3 and 4. The 2G from Sioux City, Iowa, trying to make some advances here. We're side-by-side. Stevens to the inside of Richards as they come up forward, now falling back into single file into turn 1.
Yeah, we'll continue to watch there from 3rd on back. Sam Wieben quickly and suddenly had some company there in the back straightaway as Richards took a peek to the inside. Stevens in the 81. Everybody kind of seemingly has settled down here for a moment, though that 11 machine still applying the pressures to go to 1 and 2.
As Braden Richards now takes a peek to the inside of the 198 of Sam Wieben. Now tucked tail behind him down the backstretch now into turns 3 and 4. He'll follow in his tire tracks now as we've got 2 to go this time by for the 53 of Logan Anderson.
Logan Anderson, as we said, past Duel of the Desert champion in the IMCA SportMods, as Charlie Stevens jumping down to the inside. You've got to get to the top 4, and that's where the battle is right now. Scotty on the back straightaway. Green flag high in the air, 2 to go.
2 to go this time. Here comes Stevens, full hit of steam off of turn 4, getting around Braden Richards there, and now still working to the inside as they hit into turns number 1 and 2. Jeff Olson, the 2G car there as well as they come down the backstretch. Braden Richards, 1 out of a transfer spot right now, trying to get around Charlie Stevens to the back bumper. Jeff Olson trying to be there as well as we got a white flag out. Half a lap to go for the 53 of Anderson.
Yeah, Stevens has raced his way up into the transfer, as we said, but out of turn number 4 by a straightaway, Logan Anderson gone here in heat race number 2 in the Landus SportMod Nationals. First heat race will go to Logan Anderson. Second will be the 10 car of Bierbauer down into turn number 1. The rest of your qualifiers will be Sam Wieben in the 198 and Charlie Stevens out of Algona will also move on to the show here later tonight. Everybody else to one of 2B features later today. A SportMod Nationals crown yet. We'll see if he can at least get himself to the top 4. Has some work to do here, Scotty, as we head to the back straightaway. Going to come to green this next time.
Great battle with Nate Weinhurst last time we were here at the Hancock County Speedway. So starting in the back, but I think he'll have no problem working his way to the front. Track conditions a little heavy, though, so we'll see what he's got in store to try to go from the outhouse to the penthouse as Kevin Long eyeballing him there off turn 4. Green is out, and we're underway. Reimers will take the initial lead now off the start. 3 wide back behind him. Loafed a little slow on the start that time by as we work off of turn number 2. Here comes Baumeister now, top 4 transfer. He's into that 5th spot around 79W Bill Wegner. Baumeister trying to get to the top 4 side by side right in front of him. Reimers and Loafed will lead lap 1.
Yeah, Reimers and Loafed out front. Boy, Baumeister wasted no time. Started well back in this one and flashed to the inside of Josh Apple there for a minute. And now Josh Apple knows he's got to start smacking that horse in the backside. Peek to the inside of the 28 coming out of turn number 2. Apple and Baumeister trying to make a little bit of hay here into turn number 1.
As Reimers and Loaf lead him now into turn number 1, Baumeister sits in that 5th place spot trying to find a good line on a heavy hammer down racetrack to transfer to tonight's A main without going through a B feature. Top two have broken away as you've got the 28 working now off of turn number 4. Now down into turn number 1 and 2. Autumn Winters up on the high side, the 65. That is Joseph Apple, and Apple will get around Winters, and Bombister trying to go along for the ride now.
Yeah, Apple able to take that spot away down the back straightaway, put him to the top 3. Autumn there in 4th, the final transfer. She wagged the tail for a moment. Bombister trying to reel her in as we head to the south side of the speedway.
Meanwhile, off turn number 2, battle shaping up for your race lead. Matthew Loft has caught the 21 of Cam Reimers as they come into turns 3 and 4. Reimers a little tight now, trying to get the car to rotate off of turn 4. Loft a little smoother as we're still lean, mean, and green. Bombister still one out of a transfer, trying to run down the 28 of Autumn Winters. Apple sits in that 3rd place spot as the battle still up front continues.
Getting right down to it in this one will be the green flag. High in the air out of turn number 4 this time. As Reimers drifts a little bit high that time out of the 4th turn. Loaf able to gobble up another car length and a half or so. Loaf able to rotate down to the back straightaway. Battle for the lead brewing as we head to the north side of the speedway, Scotty. We're going to have one to go.
One to go at the flag stand, this time by the white bedsheet is out. Reimers with the lead. Loaf trying to run him down. Bombister sits in 5th. He's got a last-ditch effort and won the last lap to try to get to a transfer spot as the leaders come off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Will Loft pull a move here? Will he settle for second? As Reimers slides way high, Loft will settle for that 2nd place spot. Reimers will get the heat race win. Loft in 2nd, Apple in 3rd. And Autumn Winters will get that top 4. Bombister will have to come through a bead later on. Come second to brother Alec Fenton the last time we were here at the Hancock County Speedway. And both of them would like to go to the A main here tonight.
Underway in this one out of turn number 4. 8 laps, the distance. Top 4 move on here tonight, side by side between Whiterston, Simpson. Simpson had to back out of it as we head to the back straightaway.
On the back straight now into turns 3 and 4. Winehurst will lead them as a 5 car now down to the inside of Winehurst. Now back upstairs. Working on turn 1. Jake Sacco sits in that 3rd place spot as Isaac Malakote one out of a transfer now off of turn 2.
Yeah, Simmons holding court in that 4th spot. Malakote and Colby Fett trying to track him down and trying to apply the pressure here out of turn number 4. Simmons with a whole bumper full of Malakote as we head to turns 1 and 2.
Malakote looks to the inside of Simmons, now backs out of it, tucked tail behind him as Colby Fett trying to make some advances now on the back bumper of Isaac Malakote, now down into turn number 3. The 5 at Jake Simpson up front, though, trying to run down the 49 of Winehurst with Sacco hot on his heels. As Colby Fett now to the back bumper of the 11 of Malakote in a 1 and 2.
Another stacked heat race here for the Landus SportMod Nationals. 3-car jailbreak up front right now as they are sitting single file here down to the home straightaway. Whiters, Simpson, Sacco the top 3. Simmons hanging on to it right now for that 4th and final transfer spot as we swing to the back straightaway.
Top heavy track here early on for SportMod Nationals, brought to you by Landus as we work on the turn number 3 and 4. Top 3 broken away. Colby Fett trying to work some magic here off turn 4 to transfer to tonight's A main as Simmons still has it in the 32 car. Fett looking underneath the Malakote, just cannot complete the passes that come off turn 2.
Yeah, continuing to watch this 3-car battle up front as things starting to heat up there. Simpson has had a notion or two the last lap and a half to try and work to the inside of your race leader, Nate Whitehurst, and that has allowed Sacco to kind of reel him in equal distance among the top 3 on the back straightaway.
As they work now down into turns 3 and 4, we'll see the white flag this time by for the 49 and Nate Winehurst. As Simpson right behind him and Sacco, they've been single file all race long. Says it is Blair Simmons all by his lonesome. Sacco looking to the inside of Jake Simpson, now off a turn to number 2. Checkered flag will fly, this time by off of 4.
Yeah, checkered flag out of turn number 4, Scotty, as it'll be Whitehurst winning this one from the point. Simpson will cross the line in second. Sacco could not get him, and Simmons will be the final driver in out of this heat race right now. And going to come to green here in just a moment out of turn number 4. Taylor Cool, Jeff Carter on row number 1. Brian Schrage, Jeremiah Reed, Justin Raymond, Devin Fish, Alec Fett, the 2020 champion of this event, 7th. Connor Smith, 8th. 8 laps to settle it here in the Landus heat race number 4. Scotty, run away here out of turn number 4.
Taylor Cool will take the initial lead in the 2K machine as they work now into turns 1 and 2. Cool pushes way up the track. We got him 3 deep. Now off a turn in number 2 as 14SR Brian Schrage now to the inside of Taylor Cool, trying to work through turns 3 and 4. Oh, that 2K car, Chad, really tight side by side for the race lead. Gonna have to make some brake adjustments. Oh, into the outside retaining wall on the front stretch. And Taylor Cool back to that second place spot.
Yeah, boy, Schrage on it there out of turn number 4. Old man Schrage. Brian Schrage at the controls of the 14SR. Taylor Cool back to second. Pushes up the banking there for a minute. Carter third. That is your top 3 as we hit the south side of the speedway.
As we work now through turns 1 and 2, Jeremiah Reed sits in the hot seat now on that 4th and final transfer spot. Taylor Cool car looks to be running a little bit smoother, a little bit tight yet, but gets it to rotate a lot better than the opening laps as we work now down into turns 1 and 2. Single file around the Hancock County Speedway.
Yeah, and as soon as we were going to count Taylor Cool out of this one, much better out of turn number 2 that time, and down the back straightaway, able to erase a little bit of the advantage on Schrage that time. Cool might have something in the late stages of this one as we go to 1 and 2.
As we work now in turns 1 and 2, right behind him is Jeff Carter in that 2J machine, the 5 of Justin Raymond, the 5J, and here comes Alec Fett to the outside of the 5J, side-by-side battle. Now down into turn 3 and 4. Right in front of him sits the 9J of Jeremiah Reed, who's in that 4th and final transfer spot. Alec Fett completes the pass on Raymond. Now going to work on Reed.
Yeah, boy, a hornet's nest suddenly brewing behind Carter. Carter, Reed, Fett, Raymond there on the back straightaway. That was 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. You've got to make the top 4 as we hit to turn number 1.
As we've got 2 to go, this time by Alec Fett to the back bumper of Reed. Now hits the high side of Reed through the middle. Alec Fett will cross back underneath to try to get that straightaway just a little bit longer. Meanwhile, up front, Chad, Taylor Cool with a run off of turn number 2, and she's right on the back bumper of the 14.
Yeah, we got action at both ends of this one. Taylor Cool applying the pressure here on the white flag, and that hornet's nest continues for the final transfer. Alec Fett to 3rd. Justin Raymond right now, the 5 machine, trying to get himself up into the top 4. We'll watch that. It'll be Schrage across the line. He'll win it. Taylor Cool 2nd, past champion. Alec Fett 3rd. And Raymond will come up just shy. That'll put Jeremiah Reed starting 4th and ending 4th in your final Landus Cooperative heat race here tonight. So Sport Mod qualifying has been completed until we get to our 2B mains a little later here tonight. So, Evan, I forgot your last name. I just met you here tonight. You were riding with Scotty up here, out from Nebraska. So, Evan, what's the full name, son?
Herod.
Herod?
Evan Herod.
Herod, good to meet you. So, actually, we met earlier, but making it official here on the broadcast. So, ready down the back straightaway, a pair of 11 cars. On row number 1, Braden Richards to the inside, Isaac Malacote to the right side. And Evan will be ready here out of turn number 4. Time to giddy up right now. We're going to go for 10. Green flag is out.
Green flag is out. It is the 11R of Richards out in front with Malacote in 2nd. The 00 Colby Fett in 3rd.
As we round the bend here out of turn number 4, it is the 11 of Malakote out in front. The 11 R Machine of Richards rides in second. Colby Fett dives down to the inside. Olson rides fourth right now. There's battle shaping up between the 11R and Colby Fett. Second and third in question as we head to turn number 4.
Get a little contact there in third. They're coming out of 4. But we'll keep it green.
So Jeff Olson peeking down the back straightaway. Olson picking up a couple of cars here. Early stages of this one got shuffled back a little early. Olson rides third. Malakote still well in command of this one. Colby Fett second. You've got Olson third, and fourth is the 30 of Hanson there on the back straightaway.
It is Malakote out in front, as he's got a pretty controllable lead here coming into turn 3, but it is Fett right behind him, not going to quite let him get away. He's going to try to reel him back in coming out of 4.
So at the halfway mark of this one, as we are buzzing right through this one, Malakote out in front. I think maybe Colby Fett might have erased a couple of car links that time. We'll see if Fett can fully reel in your leader here in the back half. B-Main number 1, once stranded down in turn number 1, able to stay green. Thank you very much. That was Richards, who is on the front row. It is all Malakote leading, but Colby Fett coming as we go to the back straightaway.
Coming down the back chute. Fett starting to reel him in. What has he got coming into 3 and 4? He's not going to quite have it, as Malakote still's got the lead. Coming to the flag stand, but Fett right on his tail.
Yeah, so Colby Fett picking him up and laying him down right now. Got a couple laps under his belt and able to survive that contact that he had earlier out of turn number 4. Colby Fett charging to the inside. Can't get him as we head to turn number 1 with 2 to go.
2 to go as Fett's going to try once again. Looking underneath of him. Not going to quite have it coming down the backstretch. Malakote still with the lead there. As Fett once again going to look underneath. Not going to have it. He's going to have 1 lap to go.
Final trip around the 4/10 of a mile here at the Hancock County Speedway. Malakote leading, Colby Fett in second. It is still Olson and Hanson, the rest of your top 4. And we will round the bend for the final time out of turn number 4. Checkers up front. It'll be close, but it'll be Malakote winning it. Colby Fett second, third is Olson. And fourth place driver, the 30. The 30 of Matthew Hanson, all to the show here out of Landus B-Main number 1. Going to go green the next time out of turn number 4.
Like you said, Chad Bomister trying to win his first SportMod Nationals. He'll have to transfer out of this B feature to make the A main tonight and then come from near the back to try to find the victory lane here at the Hancock County Speedway. He's got the car to do it. We've seen him multiple times in the 81 car. It just has this track settled down a little bit for him in order to move that car to the front. He starts on the point here, top 4 transfer as we come to green off turn number 4.
Ready and able right now. Green flag is out. Bomister quickly out into the top spot. Raymond was fast in his heat race, just couldn't quite get in the transfer as Nate Choder, how about floorboarding that thing in that left front Hoosier high in the air that time out of turn number 2.
Who says you need a left front? He's leaving it at home is what he's doing. 3-wheeling, which means the car is extremely tight, trying to get it to rotate. And it's Fish in the 12 car right behind him, 3-wheel motion as well. Bomister with the race lead. That's where he wants to be to punch his ticket into tonight's A main. Justin Raymond right behind him.
Yeah, no shortage of bite in that 88 machine. Is carrying that left front out in front, as you said. Bomister leading the way. Raymond in the 5J. Third and fourth across the line, Nate Choder and Devin Fish in the 12. Albrandt on the rebound as well in the 88. We'll continue to watch the battle for the transfer down the back straightaway.
As your third and fourth place cars are carrying the left front, Chad, those cars got to be tight with that much bite just trying to get it to rotate through the corners as we now see the 88N of Nate Albrecht now work to the inside of Fish and grab that fourth and final transfer spot, and now set his sights on the other 88 right in front of him of Nate Choder.
Yeah, 88N of Nate Albrecht may have something to say in this one. Got himself into a transfer, gobbling up the distance on the straight 88 of Choder. We'll watch that battle as we go to 1 and 2.
As Fish now under attack from the 79W Bill Wagner. Now as they work through turns 1 and 2, Albrecht to the inside for a split second on the 88 of Choder. Albrecht will try again now in turns 3 and 4 as Baumeister out to lunch, halfway down, halfway to go. A little bit of contact off of turn 4 between the pair of 88s.
Yeah, gone for the top two, third and fourth, and holy cow, Choder, if anything, putting on a show, trying to manhandle and wrestle that thing like a bear through 1 and 2. Choder still third, Albrecht fourth, as we come by here another time.
As Choder now puts some distance between him and Albrecht, as Albrecht is in the show as of right now in a transfer spot, as the 35 of Connor Smith will go a lap down to Jared Baumeister as they work now into turns 3 and 4. Choder still trying to get the car to rotate. Albrecht trying to run him back down as Baumeister will come into turns 3 and 4. Laps winding down here in this B feature, Chad.
So it'll be green flag high in the air this time out of turn number 4. Jared Baumeister, the Terry's Repair 81 out of Waseca, Minnesota, dominating this one, but Justin Raymond, no slouch out of Burt, Iowa, in the second spot. They have flat left everybody else. It is a straightaway and a corner and a half for Baumeister. Your leaders, we come to the white flag.
White flag is out for Baumeister in the 81 machine. A little bit of track prep, and we've got an extra laner racing here around the Hancock County Speedway. Battle still ensuing, but no more for that third and fourth place spot. But into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in B feature number 2. Jared Baumeister, he'll punch his way to the A main here tonight. Justin Raymond in that second place spot. As no harm, no foul, hopefully in turn 3 and 4. Nate Choder will punch his ticket as well, and so will the 88N of Nate Albrecht.
So the field now set for the Landus 30-lap, $2,500 to win, a SportMod A main.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, come off of turn 4. SportMod Mania goes green. Next time by, up and on your feet. Give your favorite driver a wave and a shout. We go green for $2,500. Next time by. Into turns 3 and 4 we come. $2,500 to the top dog here tonight as green is out. We're underway. Nate Weinhurst out to the early race lead. Apple right behind him side by side. So is Alec Fett and Cam Reimers. As we work through turns 3 and 4, Weinhurst, he'll have the top spot right now. Please back away from the fence as the cars are on the track. Apple looks to the inside of Weinhurst as they work their way off of turn number 2. Reimers up to that third place spot. Sacco up to fourth. The 53 of Logan Anderson as we got 2 cars into the infield. Now back out on the track, and we're still going to be lean, mean, and green. Weinhurst, Apple, Reimer, Sacco in the top 4. Anderson your top 5 with Alec Fett knocking on the door. 30 times around here tonight. As we work single file off turn number 2, Anderson trying to get a run on Sacco. As Reimers now looks to the inside of Apple through turns 3 and 4. Alec Fett stumbling through turns 3 and 4 in the 08 machine. Sits in that 6th place position. As it is Taylor Kuhl and Matt Luft trying to find a battle now off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. They've been side by side from the drop of the green flag. The 53 of Anderson making his way to the field into the inside of Sacco as they battle now to the back bumper of the 21 of Reimers. Apple took a peek as Reimers sits in 3rd. Here comes Anderson now to his inside. He'll drive it in deep looking for position. Apple looks for position from the 49 of Weiners. Nothing doing. Best battle down on the track right now is for that 3rd place spot. Reimers hard on the binders as Anderson a little bit smoother now into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, still side by side as we work now into turns 3 and 4. Sacco sits in the top 5, or as this is unfolding right in front of him, 3 wide off of turn 4. Sacco looking underneath of Anderson, nothing doing as Reimers trying to hold off the 53 car. Lap traffic looming ahead as Anderson to the inside of Reimers once again, driving it in hard as Reimers has the momentum on the top side, but no, it will be Anderson for 3rd of the line that time. Slide job in 1 and 2. Reimers crosses back underneath of him and reclaims the 3rd spot. Apple trying to do the same with Weinhurst as Reimers. Did Anderson give Reimers the door he needed to use the bottom side of the racetrack, as we've got 2 cars into the billboards on the front stretch. Caution flag's going to come. Caution lights are dark. We go back to green, this time off of turn number 4. Weinhurst leads him. Green is out. Look at the restart from the 53. Logan Anderson, great restart and slider for the lead, and he'll have it off of turn number 2. The 53 looking to go $2,500 richer here tonight. Apple side by side with Weinhurst as Sacco is there, little beating and banging all through the mid-pack now off of turn number 4. Great battle up front between Apple and Weinhurst, Sacco, and Reimers as we've got cars into each other and slowing, and the caution will come out. Taylor Kuhl involved, Alec Fett, Simmons, Jeff Olson, and the 28 of Autumn Winters.
Yep, Jake Simpson, Cam Reimers, Taylor Kuhl, Charlie Stevens, Schrage, and Alec Fett. And Logan Anderson will lead the field back to green. 9 in the books, $2,500 on the line. The Landus SportMod Nationals A-Main is back underway.
Back underway down the front stretch into turn number 1 and 2 is something amiss on the 49 of Weinhurst. He will pull it directly into the infield. Not quite sure what is happening with the 49 car as we work now into turns 3 and 4. It is still the 53 of Logan Anderson, your race leader, battles all throughout the mid-pack.
Yeah, 1/3 of the way through this one, Scotty. It is Logan Anderson hard on the throttle. Apple 2nd, Lowe 3rd. Jake Simpson got his hands full right now. The Fast 5 is in the 4th spot on the back straightaway, but Jake Sacco, that 14 machine, starting to knock on the doors. We hit turn number 4.
Gets the car to rotate a little bit better off of turn number 4 to 14 of Sacco as he's right behind the 5 car. Taylor Kuhl making her way up into the top 10 now, knocking on the back door of the 21 of Reimers. Off of turn number 2, Anderson out for a Monday night drive as Matt Loft now goes to work on the 65 of Apple as they come off of turn 4.
Yeah, don't forget about Loaf in the 9 car. Josh Apple in 2nd, has a couple of car lengths on the 9. But we'll see if Loaf has enough horsepower between the frame rails to get himself up into the top 2 as we got 1 off and 4. We stay green. It is still Logan Anderson, your leader, going to turn number 1.
Matthew Loaf behind them, working on the back bumper of Apple as we work our way into turns 1 and 2. The Sway City Outlaw as behind them, Sacco to the inside of the 5. Works his way around now into turns 3 and 4. Anderson still out to lunch. Loaf trying to find a way around Apple, side by side behind him.
Yeah, Sacco got Simpson the last time coming out of turn number 2. Simpson didn't get out of that corner the way he wanted, and Jake Sacco made him pay as Simpson not able to rally back. And now we turn our attention to that battle for second and third, Scotty. Josh Apple's got company, and hold the phone. We are under yellow, car off of turns 1 and 2. We are back under the yellow flag.
Caution flag coming out here as we are halfway down, halfway to go in our Landus SportMod Nationals A feature event here, Chad. Car off the raceway as the tow truck and the race officials will head up there to see if our driver is A-OK. Probably stuck in the mud back there, and if that is the case, well, fishing in the dark sounds pretty good, Chad.
Well, yeah, or leave it there for next week, I suppose, right? Hopefully the pond dries up, I suppose.
Caution lights go dark. We will come back to green flag conditions in turns 3 and 4. Anderson, Loaf, Apple, Sacco, and is Simmons as we are back to green. Half down, half to go.
So underway in this one, Josh Apple trying to play some defense here out of turn number 2. He and Matt Loaf locked up hub to hub. Simpson up into the top 4 now. In the 5 car, Anderson your leader, but it's heating up behind him as we go to 1.
Side by side racing now for that second place spot. Loaf, the Sway City Outlaw, has got Josh Apple slider across the nose of the 65. Simpson is there now in the 5 car. Taylor Cool working side by side. Jake Sacco now for that 5th place position. Anderson, though, Chad, he is out for a Monday night drive.
Yeah, and you mentioned Taylor Cool. She got roughed up early in this one and has rebounded nicely to cross the line in that 5th spot. And now Jake Sacco and Simpson going at that. Actually, Cool back in 6th, 4th and 5th and 6th, all in question here to the home straightaway.
As we work down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2, Taylor Cool working the inside line, a little beaten and battered on the left side is that 2 Cool machine as she works now into turns 3 and 4. Sacco with an advantage as Taylor Cool looks to the inside, a little bit smoother this time by. Still single file. I don't think anyone has anything for Anderson as we have got about 10 laps to go the next time by here, Chad.
You are correct. 10 to go when they cross the line this time. Logan Anderson dominating this one. Loaf about a half straightaway behind, another half straightaway back to Josh Apple and Jake Simpson. That is a look through your top 4. Sacco and Taylor Cool still doing battle in front of Cam Reimers on the back straightaway. Logan Anderson, boy, it's been a quick walk, but it has been a walk in the park ever since he got out in front. That 53 on it here tonight to the back straightaway.
As he works his way off of turn number 2, Loaf in that 2 spot. Apple trying to keep Simpson and Sacco behind him, as well as Taylor Cool. Sacco now to the inside rear corner as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Sacco drives it in a little deeper, trying to get side by side. Has nothing doing that time by as we work off into turn 1 and 2 now. Half a straightaway advantage still for the 53.
Getting right down to it, and this one will be 7 laps to go for Logan Anderson out of Eddyville, Iowa. He will cross the line. Loaf in second, and hang on, holy cow, it was close between Sacco and Simpson. Sacco falling back just a bit there in that battle for 4th and 5th. Taylor Cool and Cam Reimers trying to run down that 5 car as well.
Simpson was tight in turn number 2. Sacco had the advantage, now looks to the inside. Cool will go right along with them. As we come down the front stretch now, Cool looks to the inside of Sacco. She's been there for most of the race, trying to find a way around the 14 car. loses momentum in turns 1 and 2, gains it right back off of 2, but distance now separating the 14 and the 2 Cool.
5 fingers in the air, 5 laps remaining. Scotty, I'll have you bring them home here in a minute. A little bit of lap traffic in front of your leader, but a sizable margin for that 53. He and Loaf the top 2. Scotty, bring them home. We got 4 to go.
4 to go this time by Chad as you'll head downstairs. Logan Anderson with the race lead. Lap traffic, like you said, looming in front of him. He has had nothing but a walk in the park since taking the top spot early on in this A feature event. Loaf, the Sway City Outlaw, trying to run him down on the 9 car. A pair of corners is what separates them as we come with 3 laps to go now, this time by for the 53. Still battling is Taylor Cool and Jake Sacco for that 5th place spot. It looks like Cool might have it. Sacco on the binders to avoid contact, put Cool into the top 5. 2 to go now for the 53. Working through 1 and 2 in lap traffic, the 53 of Logan Anderson. He'll try a 2-for-1 special on the binders to avoid contact and keep it clean. Distance back to Apple in 3rd. Simmons and Cool, your top 5. A white flag is in the air for the 53 of Logan Anderson. Well, he was checked out long before. Left the car on the counter. Checked out. Goodbye. See ya! Logan Anderson visits victory lane tonight and $2,500 richer. Matthew Loaf in that 2nd place spot. 3rd will go to Josh Apple. 4th to Simpson. And Taylor Cool with a top 5 in the 2 Cool machine.
We'll have you hop right up front here, bud. You were awfully aggressive early in this one, really kind of carving your own path there on the bottom, and that kind of really helped you later. You were in position early to get up front.
Oh, yeah, I knew, with the track being heavy, I needed to get up front as soon as I could, and I was making the bottom work there, surprisingly, and I was able to get beside him and, get him beat into, the corner and kind of slide up. But, yeah, that was great. I mean, I can't, wasn't expecting that, to get up there, get out front, and lead all those laps. The track was fun. I mean, it's fun when you can get up there on the cushion when you're in the lead and just go, so. But, yeah, I got to thank everyone, that comes and, come on a Monday night. It's sort of like 2-hour, 45-minute drive for us to, we got to get back and go to work tomorrow, so.
This will make the drive a little easier, right? What was going through your mind? You had a couple key cautions you had to survive because by then some other cars got to the front that were going to be hard to handle.
Oh, yeah, well, once I got to the front, I knew I was, I was pretty good. I couldn't even get it to slip a tire. It was just, I have dog in it. I got to, had the wrong gear in but it worked out tonight.
Well, we had a chance to chat after a big win out in Vegas. You scored one here a little closer to home. What does this one mean? $2,500 and a trophy that's taller than you.
Oh, that's awesome. That's my biggest trophy, so, and since we won this, we'll probably go to make the trek to South Dakota next weekend or next Monday and Tuesday and go for the $5,000.
All right. Anybody else you got to thank real quick?
Yeah, I just got to thank my father-in-law. He helps a ton. He got the car loaded up because I, slipped on time and left work a little late. So he takes care of a lot for me. Dalton, Keith, Clayton, everyone that helps out. Speedworks, Middle Coop, LA Lawn Care, just everyone. Swift Springs, just everyone helps.
Congratulations, big win. Nice job.
Yep, thank you.
How about a hand winning the Landus SportMod Nationals? 30 laps, $2,500. Logan Anderson made the 2 hours and 45-minute drive to the Hancock County Speedway payoff.